Hello everyone. So as you can see, the topic of today's lecture is kingdom Plantae. Okay. So we know that trees, plants and other species of vegetations, they constitute the kingdom Plantae. Okay. And it is one of the oldest kingdoms, and it is characterized by its immobile multicellular and eukaryotic organisms, and all the organisms of this kingdom are autotrophic. And we know that kingdom Plantae is among the 5 kingdoms classified by the biologists, and those who do not have any knowledge regarding the 5 kingdom classification, kindly check out my previous lecture. It is available there. Okay. Yeah. So let's not waste any further time. Now the classification of kingdom Plantae. Let's see what are the criteria on which the plants are classified. Okay. Firstly, the components of plants. Okay. Components of plants, like whether the plant parts are distinct or not, like whether they are well differentiated or not. Okay. The next criterion is presence of special tissues. Okay. So we all know what are the special tissues. It is xylem and phloem. Okay. So the presence of special tissues in the plants for the transportation of food and water is the other criterion for the classification in kingdom Plantae. Okay. And the last criterion is presence of seeds. Okay. Like whether the seeds are present inside or within the fruit. Okay. Now here is a flowchart given to understand the classification of different kinds of plants under different categories. Let's give it a look. Okay. So firstly, we have plants are firstly categorized into 2 categories. Those which do not have a well differentiated plant body and those which have a well differentiated plant body. So those which have a well differentiated plant bodies are the thallophytes, okay, or the division Thallophyta. Then under the category like the plants which are having differentiated plant body, there are further divided into 2 categories: without specialized vascular tissues, which are the bryophytes, and the next one is with vascular tissues, which is further classified into 2 categories, like plants which do not produce seeds and the plants which produce seeds. So the plants which do not produce seeds are known as pteridophytes. Okay, and the division is Pteridophyta. Yeah. And next we see the plants which produce seeds. These are known as phanerogames. They are further divided into gymnosperms and angiosperms. Okay. Yeah. So what are gymnosperms? Gymnosperms are the plants which bear naked seeds, and angiosperms are the plants which bear seeds inside the fruits. Okay. Yeah. Further, angiosperms are divided into 2 categories, that are dicots and monocots. Dicots have 2 cotyledons in their seeds and monocots have single cotyledon in their seeds. Okay. Yeah. So now let's take a closer look into the different divisions. Firstly is division Thallophyta or division Algae. Okay. Yeah. So the very first point is they are the most primitive and simple organisms. Their body is not differentiated into roots, stems or leaves. Okay. And they occur in the form of undivided thallus. Got it? Yeah. And they are water growing. They are generally found in the water bodies, or we can say that these are aquatic plants. They all contain photosynthetic pigments. Some also possess red, brown and purple pigments. And of course they are autotrophic. They have cell walls made up of cellulose. They do not have any vascular tissues, and their asexual reproduction takes place by spores. Okay, some examples of division Thallophyta are green algae like the Eulothrix pyrogyra, red algae like the Batra, brown algae Laminaria, etc. Okay, here are the pictures of some of these thallophytes. Take a look. Yeah, and the next division is Bryophyta. These are small green multicellular land plants, and they are also called as the amphibians of plant kingdom. Why they are called the amphibians of plant kingdom? Because they are found in land as well as water bodies. Okay, their plant body is flat, green like thallus or leafy erect structures. Yeah, and they lack roots, stems, leaves, and flowers. Like their plant body is also not well differentiated. They do not have vascular system present in them. Okay, and as we read in the previous point that they do not have roots, stems, and leaves. So to absorb water and nutrients, they have structures called rhizoids. Okay, what are these called? Rhizoids. And the sex organs are multicellular and the embryo is formed. Example is Rixia, Markensia, Sphagnum, etc. Okay, and the next division is division Pteridophyta. The plants under division Pteridophyta are found in damp places, generally found in damp places, and their body is well differentiated into root, stem, and leaves. They also have a well developed vascular system. They don't have flowers and fruits, they don't bear flowers and fruits, and their sex organisms are multicellular, and the fertilized egg develops into an embryo. Some examples are club moss, horsetails, etc. The pictures are given, you can see. Okay, please take a look. Yeah, now the next division is division Gymnosperms. Yeah, so they are the primitive and simple seed plants. The seeds produced by them are naked. Naked means they are not enclosed within the fruit. Okay, and they are perennial, evergreen, and woody plants. Their sporophylls are aggregated to form cones, and their xylem lacks vessels and their phloem lacks companion cells. Okay, some examples of gymnosperms is Cycas, Pinus, etc. Okay, here you can see the pictures. Yeah, and our next division is division Angiosperms. They are the most evolved plants, and they produce seeds which are enclosed within the fruits. Okay, and the reproductive organs are present in the flowers, and the embryo have cotyledons in this cotyledons, that is in the seed leaves, and yeah, the endosperm has triploid cell that supplies nutrients to the embryo. Okay, yeah. Further, we know that the angiosperms are divided into two groups based on the number of cotyledons. What are these? Monocots and dicots. Okay, so monocots and dicots. Monocots are the plants with single cotyledon, and dicots are the plants with seeds having two cotyledons. Okay, let us clearly see the characteristics of these monocots and dicots. So in monocots, the seeds have single cotyledon, their leaves have parallel venation, and the flowers are like they are trimerous. Okay, like the floral parts are the multiples of 3. Then in stems, the vascular bundles are scattered throughout the stem. Okay, they are scattered throughout the stem, and they generally have a fibrous root. Okay, and in dicots, they have two cotyledons. They have branched venation, or we can say the reticulate venation, and their floral parts are generally pentamerous, or we can say that the floral parts are in the multiples of 4 and 5, 4 or 5. And you can see that the vascular tissue bundle is arranged in the form of a ring, and they have a tap root system. Okay, yeah. So we read about the different divisions of the kingdom Plantae. So I hope you all understood. That's all for today. Thank you.